The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "A little while, and you will no longer see me. And again, a little while later, you will see me." So some of his disciples said to one another, "What does this mean that he is saying to us, 'A little while, and you will not see me'? And again, a little while, and you will see me. And because I am going to the Father." So they said, "What is this little while of which he speaks? We do not know what he means." Jesus knew that they wanted to ask him, so he said to them, "Are you discussing with one another what I said? A little while, and you will not see me, and again, a little while, and you will see me. Amen, amen, I say to you, you will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will become joy." This is the good news of our salvation. Jesus, informing his community during his public ministry and guiding them through his Paschal mystery, where he underwent all sorts of evil and alienation, not from the outside, but from the inside. During his public life, he was sympathetic. He cared about people who were in trouble. It could be handicaps, it could be sickness, and it could be spiritual alienation, sinfulness. And Jesus came as healer as well as revealer. And he reached out and cured so many signs that he was coming from God, who was in love with his creation and with his creatures. But something very dramatic, more profound, happened on Good Friday. Holy Thursday night, as a matter of fact, continuing to his death on Good Friday. He experienced evil, not sympathized with it. And this was what he was commanded to do by his Father, not simply to experience evil, that would save us, but it was to experience evil and respond in the way he was teaching his disciples. Love your enemies. Turn the other cheek. Accept what others are doing to you, not in hatred and vengeance, but in love and forgiveness. This is the mystery that Jesus was communicating, and the mystery that we have experienced in our understanding of the New Testament and the tradition of the church. And he wished that his disciples understood that he was not a failure, that when he underwent this evil, experiencing it as victim, not just sympathizing with with victims who are suffering evil, that this would last for a time, because this was not the end of the story. The story will go on when he is risen 3 days from the tomb. It will go on until he ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of the Father, because he has fulfilled the mission that the Father wanted him to tell us. And so when he's talking about this little while, he's informing us, if we follow him, we will not be in a rose garden without problems. But that is not the end of the story. He's coming back, as he said a little bit earlier in this discourse. Do not be upset or troubled. Have faith in God and faith in me. Have confidence in God and confidence in me. Trust in God and trust in me. Because I'm going to prepare a place for you. And after I prepare a place for you, I'm coming back to take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. That's the little while. And he's telling us, in this world in which we are living, perhaps we are going through our own crucifixion, our failure, our pain, perhaps even agony. He's telling us, do not think that is the end of the story. Yes, you may be experiencing victimized by people who hate you. This happened to the early church. It happened to Justin the Martyr, who's Marcellinus and Peter, and yesterday to Justin the Martyr. They died for Jesus. But it was a little while, because in the liturgy we realize that these martyrs, like Justin yesterday and Marcellinus and Peter today, are with us, with Jesus. He fulfilled the promise in their lives to bring them to himself, so that where he is, they also may be. And he's telling us during this Eucharist that that will happen to us too. Trust in him, trust in God, because Jesus is here now in the celebration of the Holy Eucharist, but also he is coming in a little while to take us to himself, so that we will be with him forever.